Hello guys, in this video I want to discuss the following integral. I want to compute the integral from 0 to 1 cosine to the fourth t dt. And I'm going to show you step-by-step computation for this integral. So first, we need to observe and remember how I can express cosine squared t in a way like when I'm going to get rid of square. And why do we want to do that? Because if I know, for example, I have the integral of cosine square t dt, and you can check that trig substitution is not going to work, but the way how we able to solve that integral is just by using this formula that cosine squared t is equal to 1 cosine of 2t over 2. Okay. And then the integral of the above is just going to be the integral of 0 to 1 plus cosine 2t over 2 squared dt. Okay, so but let's take and expand the right hand side. So if I'm going to square both sides, and then I can see that I'm going to have 1 plus cosine 2t squared divided by 2 squared. So I'm going to have 1 plus 2 cosine 2t plus cosine square 2t divided by 4. But this is the same as 1 over 4 plus 2 over 4 is 1/2 cosine 2t plus 1 over 4 cosine square 2t. So what we just did, we computed the expression which is going to be inside our integral. Or in other words, what we can see that this integral is going to split as a sum of 3 integrals. So we're going to have integral from 0 to 1 of 1/4 plus 1/2 cosine 2t plus 1/4 over cosine square 2t dt. But this is the same as a 1/4 integral from 0 to 1 dt plus 1/2 integral from 0 to 1 cosine of 2t dt and plus integral of 1 over 4 from 0 to 1 cosine squared of 2t dt. Okay, so right now what do we want to do? We want to evaluate these integrals, and you can see that the first integral is going to be just the integral of 1 over 4 of t, where t changes from 0 to 1. So I use the power rule. For the second integral, let me do it on the next page. I'm taking the integral of the cosine, and the integral of how to check what is the value of integral of cosine. We either going to have sine with plus or negative sign, but to figure that out, I need to differentiate sine. But when I'm going to differentiate sine, I will get cosine. Yes, so that's why I'm going to have sine of 2t. But when I'm going to differentiate my sine, I'm going to apply the chain rule. So I will have 2 on the top in the front of. So I actually need to divide by half. So what, and then I will set my boundary from 0 to 1. So what so basically that's it. And the next one is going to be the integral from 0 to 1 of cosine square of 2t dt. Okay, and to solve the last integral, I need to apply this rule over here one more time. It's over here. So let's see, first integral is going to give me the factor of 1/4. The second integral is going to be equal to plus 1 over 2 sine of 2 minus sine of 0. And the last integral is going to be integral from 0 to 1 of 1 divided by 2 plus, in the double angle of 2t, which is going to be cosine of 4t dt. So next, I know the sine of 0 is actually equal to 0. So I'm going to have 1 over 4 plus 1 over 2 sine of 2. And here I'm going to have, again, like integral. I'm going to split the sum of two integrals from 0 to 1 dt plus integral of 1 over 2 from 0 to 1 of cosine of 4t dt. And here I have 1 over 4 plus 1 over 2 sine of 2. And here we'll have plus 1/2 t from 0 to 1 plus 1/2. And here again, like I need to multiply by the constant factor reciprocal. So it's 1 over 4 times sine 4t, which goes from 0 to 1. And finally, my final answer is 1 over 4 plus 1 over 2 sine of 2 plus 1/2 and plus 1 over 8 times sine of 4. So you can see the idea of integrating of cosine to the fourth. I just need to apply this formula here over here twice. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe and let me know if you have any questions.